Hi everybody, and it's Kid Catholic Season 1, Episode 10. Guys, we're to double digits. Okay, so let's get down. I told you last week that I'll show you the tiny saint that I got from Busted Halo Show. Here he is, St. Paul. I'm not sure if the name is forward or backwards to you guys, but here he is, and he rocks. And I got a book, so thank you. As well as a picture of the crew and this medal, Mother Teresa, that will go up here for every episode of Kid Catholic. So thank you, the Busted Halo crew. And so we have to get started with the topic. Now, the topic that we are going to be talking about today is Advent, because the first Sunday of Advent just passed. But what is Advent all about? Why is Advent there? What does it do? Well, here's the answer. Advent is awaiting Jesus to come, because Christmas. It's awaiting for Christmas morning when Jesus is born and when he comes and redeems the entire world. And we're lucky because back then, only Mary, Joseph, and Elizabeth knew that Jesus was going to be born. They didn't have Facebook or Twitter, so they couldn't post it and everybody knew. No, only they knew. So everybody else in the entire world had to wait without being joyful because they had no idea what was coming. We get to wait while being joyful because we know that it's almost here. And isn't that great? Now, it's sort of double-sided to us because we should not be waiting for Jesus like this. We should be waiting for Jesus like, oh, I'm so excited. And in fact, this helps us to wait for Jesus the entire time because he is going to come down any time and take us all back up. We don't know when. He could come. I might not even post this video. So we should be waiting for him joyfully every single day. And so it sort of helps us get ready to wait for Jesus. Advent does, because it shows us how to wait, and it helps us to wait for Jesus in our everyday lives. Like I said, he might be coming any moment. I might not even be able to post this video because God will come down and bring us up before I can. So we need to be ready, and Advent helps us do that. Another thing that is important that a lot of people get confused of is that Advent is not Lent. Lent is awaiting for Jesus' resurrection. It is not Advent. Advent is waiting for Jesus' birth. There is a difference. It's subtle, but it's there. And so we should know that there are two different things, just an important thing to make sure of, that we know that they're two different things. Yeah. Another thing that is important about Advent is that it is a new liturgical year. You know the books A, B, and C, how in the readings it's a different reading every year, years A, B, and C, so that it's not the same readings every year. It starts over. It goes from, at this time, it goes from C to A, or A to B, or B to C. It's a new liturgical year. I think I pronounced that correctly. It's a new liturgical year. And so if the Catholic Church ruled the date right now, it would be 2017. So right now, for the Catholic Church, it's a new year. Happy New Year! Get it? That was pretty funny. Another thing that is important about Advent, there's so many things that's important about Advent, is that it is not about waiting for the presents. Especially younger people, my age, it is hard about not waiting for the presents. I mean, presents are pretty good too, but what we should be waiting for is Jesus. It has nothing to do with Christmas morning, waking up, seeing the presents under the tree. It is about Jesus Christ, waiting for him. It is not about waiting for the presents. I'm probably getting some frowny faces of some kids who are watching this right now, and I almost did too, but we need to work on that. We need to make sure that we're not waiting for presents when we celebrate Advent. Now, last but not least about Advent is very important, the Advent wreath. Here's an image of it. Notice the one light that is lit. Now that one light represents the first week of Advent, what we are in right now. So there is an Advent wreath in every church, and there should be one in every house. It is a little circle like you just saw with 4 candles, 3 purple and 1 pink. And the purple and pink. And so we should light the candles through Advent. We light 1 purple after the first week, another purple after the second week, and then a pink at the third week because we're getting closer and it's really exciting, and then a purple, and then the last purple when it is done. And so Advent wreath represents the 4 weeks of Advent that is waiting for Jesus Christ to come. And so everybody should have one, and I'd like to talk more about it, but you know what it's time for. It's time for the Saint of the Week. Now, today's Saint of the Week will be Saint Clare. Here's an image of her. Now, Saint Clare of Assisi is a really great saint. She was in a rich Roman family with a father, a mother, an ordinary family. When she was 18 years old, she went to hear Francis of Assisi preach. Assisi, both Assisis, you see. And after that, she came to the Catholic Church, but she was rich, she had a crown, she had everything. And so when she went to meet St. Francis to dedicate her life to prayer, she was given a robe and a veil in exchange for a really nice golden crown because she had to dedicate her life to prayer. Obviously, her father wasn't happy, and it was hard for her to give up. She shows us that we can give up what is most important to us to love God. Now, how is that related to the topic? I don't know, but she is a really, really great saint. I'd love to talk way more about her, but this has gone on way longer than I thought it would. So that's all. Please subscribe down below, down here. I think it might be over here, but I'm pretty sure it's down here. That way you get notified when I come out with a new video. Please like and comment on what you think next week's topic should be and what you think next week's saint should be, because I really have no idea. Thank you to the Busted Halo crew for giving me the gifts that I showed you. And that's all for Kid Catholic. See you next week.